My girlfriend and I love skiing. It's how we met. So, last year, during both of our vacation times, we rented a one-bedroom cabin near Vail Mountain in Colorado. A friend had suggested that a private cabin would be more cozy and romantic. After landing, we rented a Honda Civic and drove through the snowy roads until we arrived. The cabin was secluded, but still close enough to the slopes. The cabin smelled of fresh wood, and although it was small, it had everything we needed: a bedroom, bathroom, a living room with a TV, and a kitchen. We settled in and then went out to grab a pizza. Returning, we enjoyed our meal on the couch, watching a movie. Then, my girlfriend suddenly panicked, saying her bag wasn't where she left it. After a brief argument, I found her bag in the bedroom and assumed she'd just forgotten where she'd placed it. The next day, we skied all day and grabbed food on our way back to the cabin. When we entered, we noticed the living room light was on, although we had left it off. I dismissed it as a mistake. But later that night, my girlfriend screamed, pointing to a pair of wet boot prints on the living room rug. I searched the cabin, but found nothing. We tried to relax, though she still seemed tense. As we were getting ready for bed, I decided to call the Airbnb host, hoping for reassurance. But as my phone rang, I heard a muffled ringtone coming from behind the wall next to the bed. Shocked, I approached the wall, noticing a faint outline of a hidden door. Ignoring my girlfriend's protests, I opened it. Inside the small closet was the host himself, hiding. I pulled him out, furious, and he started apologizing profusely. We later found that he had taken some of my girlfriend's belongings from her bag. The police eventually arrived and arrested him, and we spent the night in a hotel. It was an experience I'll never forget. When my best friend Lizzie and I were 18, we went on our first trip alone to London, staying at a Marriott hotel. After settling in, we wanted to explore, so we went to see Big Ben and then grabbed dinner nearby. While looking for bars to visit, a young man overheard us and mentioned a party at his friend's apartment, inviting us to join. Lizzie and I were excited and exchanged numbers with him. After freshening up at the hotel, we took an Uber to the apartment. When we arrived, we noticed it was oddly quiet. No music or signs of a party. Inside, the man from earlier greeted us, but things felt strange. A second man was also there, standing by the door silently. Our host tried to make small talk, but his questions felt invasive. Suddenly, he went to the kitchen and brought us drinks. As Lizzie discreetly dialed 911, we stalled by suggesting a would-you-rather game, avoiding drinking. Eventually, the second man got impatient, urging us to drink. Just then, there was a loud bang on the door, followed by shouts of, "Police!" Lizzie screamed for help, and the two men surrendered. The police arrested the men, and at the station, we learned that our drinks had indeed been spiked. It was a terrifying experience that we kept from our parents until years later. Despite this, we managed to enjoy the rest of our trip, but we learned a hard lesson about trusting strangers.